Dangerous cases are utilized by the prosecutors in Phoenix, Arizona in a number of ways. You might be angry at your girlfriend and point your vehicle at her, never really intend anything, but if you do, the government will utilize that as a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument in charging you with an aggravated assault. And again, you're facing that 5 to 15-year range, because it's by placing a person in fear by use or exhibition of a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. It could be an automobile, it could be a knife, and it could be a gun. For years and years, I've represented people who, I'll just give you an example. Middle-aged businessman in line at Burger King in the middle of the night, and there's something going on in front of him and something going on behind him, and he becomes a little bit nervous. And what he does is he displays his weapon without a holster on it. And, would you please get out of the way, or some such nonsense, holding up his gun. And that is an aggravated assault in Arizona, requiring 5 to 15 years mandatory prison. Arizona is a state where citizens are permitted to have guns. People don't all know about the serious consequences of utilizing those weapons. The worst charge you're going to face if you show somebody your gun with a holster in a certain manner is a disorderly conduct. Of course, the prosecutors in Maricopa County and in Phoenix, Arizona, use disorderly conducts as dangerous offenses to get you to plead to a disorderly conduct, say, felony, so that you'll always have a felony on your record, and we fight those cases as well. One of the aspects in drug cases, when they do a search warrant, for example, and they find guns, the government might charge you with what they call misconduct involving weapons. The misconduct arises out of using a gun in a drug case. If the government cannot draw a nexus between the gun and the drugs, the charge must fail. So a lot of I don't know who is aware of that and who is not aware of that, but I always make my client and the prosecution aware of that in cases in Phoenix, Arizona, if there is a gun involved in a drug case, that the government must draw a nexus or a relationship between the gun and the drugs. A person's loved one can find themselves in situations they never would have imagined. And you do need a highly skilled criminal defense attorney in Phoenix, Arizona, if you want to try to avoid prison.